Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry derived the name Klingon from his past as a police officer. Roddenberry created Star Trek in 1964 with its original pilot, The Cage, which was rejected by NBC. Before he was a successful television producer, Roddenberry was a sergeant in the Los Angeles Police Department, and Gene drew inspiration from his life when developing ideas for Star Trek. The Klingons are one of the most popular alien races in Star Trek, and the warrior race has been both adversaries and allies of the United Federation of Planets. Some of the greatest Star Trek characters are Klingons, starting with Worf, Michael Dorn, who started in Star Trek: The Next Generation, and has now appeared in more Star Trek episodes than anyone else. Other notable Klingons are Lieutenant B'Elanna Torres from Star Trek, Voyager, General, later Chancellor, Martok, J.G. Hertzler in Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and the villainous General Chang, Christopher Plummer from Star Trek V. The Undiscovered Country. Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry derived the unusual name Klingon from a fellow LAPD sergeant he knew. Wilbur Klingon. The Roddenberry biography, The Impossible Has Happened. The Life and Work of Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek, by Lance Parkin, confirms that Wilbur Klingon lent his name to Star Trek's Klingons. Although Klingons are named for Gene Roddenberry's friend, he did not actually create the warrior race. Like many crucial aspects of Star Trek, such as naming the United Federation of Planets and the Prime Directive, as well as creating Khan Noonien Singh, Ricardo Montalban, the Klingons are the brainchild of Star Trek producer Gene L. Kuhn. Although Kuhn did not like the name Klingon, it ended up sticking as no one else among Star Trek's writers and producers suggested anything better. The Klingons in Star Trek, the original series, were markedly different than later versions. The first Klingons looked vaguely Asian, although they were played by Caucasian actors, and they were stand-ins for the Soviet Union. The Klingons' first sweeping redesign came in Star Trek: the motion picture, which made them appear more alien with bumpy foreheads, wild hair, armored uniforms, and they spoke the guttural Klingon language. Via Lieutenant Worf, Star Trek: The Next Generation developed the Klingon culture, introduced their politics and warrior code, and visited the Klingon homeworld, Kivunos or Kronos.